Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, excuse the glasses. I've got some light sensitivity problems right now with my eyes, unfortunately. So I've got these swaggy Kanye West type glasses on today. And let's get into the content. What are we looking at today? We're looking at altcoins, okay? Because altcoins took a huge dive. All right, and this is very important. A lot of people have been very stressed about it. I guarantee you, if you have any money in the cryptocurrency market whatsoever, in altcoins, you would have noticed your portfolio dropped a pretty significant amount yesterday. Bitcoin took a dive from resistance. It rejected from resistance. We discussed this in yesterday's video. If you want an update on Bitcoin, you can watch that video that we made there yesterday. It took a little drop from resistance there. Little threat developing, unfortunately, a little double top formation. We discussed all that yesterday. Bitcoin took about a 5 to 6% drop, okay? Which is not that major. I mean, it's only significant because of where we dropped from, being a rejection, but it's not actually that big of a drop in general. Altcoins, on the other hand, got absolutely demolished, okay? You look at, for example, CoinMarketCap, and you look at the 7-day returns that I'm circling my cursor over right now. Bitcoin is actually up 2% in 7 days. This is the top 100 altcoins. Most altcoins are down a lot more than 2% in 7 days, right? We're looking at probably 80 of the top 100 altcoins down more than 2% in 7 days. A lot of them being down double digits, 10%, 11%, all the way up to 21%. These are the top altcoins in the market, okay? So these are the coins that are usually going to hold up the best. Even Ethereum, on the same candle as Bitcoin had, where Bitcoin dropped 5%, the Ethereum candle from top to bottom was actually 6 to 7%, okay? So not, again, not major, but definitely a bigger drop than Bitcoin, which is supposed to be expected. But looking at, the difference here, Bitcoin dropping 5%, Ethereum dropping 6%, which is to be expected. What took the biggest damage there? Well, altcoins did, okay? Actual altcoins, not Ethereum, because Ethereum's not really an altcoin. I mean, by definition it is, because it's an alternative coin to Bitcoin, but actual altcoins, right? So anything below Ethereum and Bitcoin, they got hit hard. And total 3 cryptocurrency market cap, this is where you see the major damage really forming. The candle on total 3 cryptocurrency market cap stemmed downwards around 10%. So you got a 5% drop in Ethereum, on Bitcoin, 6% on Ethereum, and then a double the Bitcoin drop on altcoins in general, 10% average, which is quite significant. Usually you're going to see altcoins, outperforming Bitcoin on moves ups and downwards in general, depending on market environment. You're going to see around a 50% outperformance. This is a double, okay? So this is 100% outperformance, which means that altcoins got hit very hard, but we've established that very well already. So the point of this video really is to assess the situation for altcoins. What's the deal with altcoins right now? Are they still looking good? Is altcoin season still on the way? Will you... what are you meant to do with altcoins? Do you buy them now? Do you sell them now? What's the situation, right? I've got very important things to look at today, very specific things, okay? So starting off the Ethereum chart, it is worth noting that, Ethereum is the leader of altcoins. That's a general fact in cryptocurrency. Ethereum leads altcoins in the same way that Bitcoin leads the entire market, okay? Ethereum, unfortunately, has broken down from quite a major resistance zone. So again, although the Ethereum drop wasn't that significant, only 6%, it's the level that it dropped down below that is significant. In the same way that the Bitcoin drop wasn't significant, it's the level it rejected from that was significant. So Ethereum and Bitcoin have both seen pretty, not major, but definitely significant structural changes, right? Ethereum especially, because it's actually dropped down from a support level that's been holding on since the 21st of May. And to give context to that, on the 21st of May, that's when Bitcoin got above 66.8 thousand, which was the resistance level throughout this circled time region and the support level currently. So the relative support level to 66.8 thousand on Bitcoin has been dropped below on Ethereum, meaning that altcoins that not only dropped down quite a bit, but now they're actually exposed to further drops. So if Bitcoin moves down further, what you're going to be seeing is altcoins getting demolished even further, because Ethereum now has no basis for support anymore, and Ethereum is the leader of altcoins, meaning Ethereum will get dragged down quite significantly more than Bitcoin, and altcoins will get dragged down a lot significantly more than Bitcoin. So we really need to be seeing the market reverse here if we want any bullish momentum on altcoins. I suppose the good news is, on a macro scale, okay, that isn't an abnormal, estimation to make, okay? We'll look into that in just one moment here. Another reason why altcoins got specifically so demolished is because they're rejected from, this is the total 3 cryptocurrency market cap chart, by the way, which is the altcoin market cap chart. So the entire value of cryptocurrency minus Bitcoin, and Ethereum. So just the altcoin market cap. The reason why altcoins got so wrecked is because, again, Ethereum broke below a structural support zone, but also because the altcoin market cap chart rejected from a very major RSI resistance zone. In fact, it was a doubled up RSI resistance. We have two separate resistance lines compiling together and acting in conjunction to reject the RSI down there, so that's not that good. But then moving through to the weekly chart, we can get into the macro situation. You know, what are we expecting here for the total 3 cryptocurrency market cap chart? What are we expecting for altcoins? Should we be worried about altcoins going forward? The answer is, if we are to see a regular structural market environment, we shouldn't be. Because if we are to see a regular structural market environment and a regular structural bull market continue, which is the estimation that we're making, we should see altcoins and cryptocurrencies as a whole basically start rising essentially from here, okay? And this is a chart I've looked at quite a lot. I'm going to overlay it with the Bitcoin dominance chart in a second to give you a perspective on altcoin season as well. But again, this is the altcoin market cap chart, and we can see a very clear 5-step pattern that occurred in the last cycle, okay? The first step was bottoming out. The second step was our first significant bounce from the bottom. The third step was our first consolidation, okay, after this kind of bear market period. And the fourth step was our final consolidation, okay, and retest of the bull market support band before leading that move upwards and breaching all-time highs, which is the fifth step. Guys, we are following the exact same pattern that we had there structurally in this cycle, okay? First step, bottoming out. Second step, moving upwards. Third step, first consolidation. Fourth step, final consolidation with a bull market support band retest. And then the fifth step to come should be a parabolic explosive move to new all-time highs in this market cap chart. And hence a parabolic bull market for cryptocurrency and more specifically for altcoins. That should as well, if we go ahead and overlay the Bitcoin dominance chart, if you're wondering when will altcoin season start, well, we can overlay the Bitcoin dominance chart and see, again, Bitcoin dominance in orange. When this chart moves downwards, it means that altcoin season is occurring. That's what the Bitcoin dominance chart represents, okay? We can see with this chart overlaid that upon the end of the fourth step on the altcoin market cap chart, and upon the start of the parabolic bull market that comes out of the fourth step, okay, that is exactly when Bitcoin dominance started dropping, and that is exactly when the altcoin season began in 2020. So if we are to assume that this structural trend is intact, the 5-step structural trend is intact, and if we are to assume that we should go upwards from here, okay, we should be seeing Bitcoin dominance dropping when this fifth and final step begins, or around that period of time. So altcoin season realistically should be right around the corner, along with the parabolic bull market in the markets. That's what the historical data is representing at this time. Now, these charts don't go further back than 2017, or they don't go further back. The Bitcoin dominance chart overlaid with total 3 cryptocurrency market cap chart doesn't go back further, so we can't see exactly what happened in 2017, but we can get a vague estimation. I mean, the reality is, right, Bitcoin dominance started dropping in around February 2017. If we look at the BLX, we can see that in around February 2017, we were in a similar period of the market environment to where we are right now this year, because we were, in that kind of all-time high region, consolidating before a parabolic bull market. So we can assume that structural trend actually remained intact even to periods of time where the data cannot take us right now, where the charts cannot show us. So again, let me just recap what I'm saying here. I'm saying that if these structural trends remain intact, we should be seeing from this current consolidation an explosive move to the upside, triggering that parabolic bull market, along with an altcoin season, all in virtually the same stroke. That's what we should be seeing. Now, where is the invalidation for that? Okay, because this is an observation of historical reality. That's just objectively true. This is exactly what happened last time. It's objectively true that's what happened last time. It's objectively true that there's many, many similarities. It's objectively true that if we are going to repeat history, again, obviously, if we are going to repeat history, that's going to happen again. And that will be very good. Where is the invalidation for that? Because obviously there is a chance that, the markets go down. There is a chance that everything gets destroyed for various reasons. So where do we, throw our hands up and say, okay, history's broken, this trend is wrong now, we need to adjust? Where do we say that? Well, there's a few points we could say it at. We could look at Bitcoin for it, and we did this yesterday. I mean, for Bitcoin, it's quite simple. For Bitcoin, dropping below 66.8K would be a very bad sign, but more specifically, dropping below 61K would be the end, essentially, because, if we look at where we bottomed out on Bitcoin, we bottomed out on that 57K level, on that bull market support band, on the pi cycle center lines. We also have various other indicators that we looked at around that bottom, which I'm not going to bring up now. But essentially, yeah, dropping below 61K would be the end. That would be the invalidation point. But we could even be more specific and say, well, even dropping below 66.8K would be quite a bad sign, because that would be dropping back into a prior range after we've seen a double top from this current range and seeing vicious retests of support zones that likely wouldn't be ending well. So that would be a very bad sign, but that would be at 61K, the total invalidation. Well, on the total 3 cryptocurrency market cap chart, we can even get a more specific view. You know, if we're looking at this structural trend, and we need to bring up another element of that structural trend, it's the bull market support band, right? Generally speaking, throughout moves 3 and 4 in the last bull market, which we are supposedly meant to be copying, okay, throughout moves 3 and 4, we held on to that bull market support band, okay? We tested it for support, we held on to it. Right now, we're doing the exact same thing. Therefore, our first step towards invalidating this pattern, this historical data, our first step towards actual bearishness will be a weekly candle close below that bull market support band. That would be the first step to invalidation. So again, if we do close a weekly candle below the bull market support band here on the altcoin market cap chart, that would be a very, very bad sign. And that's in addition to Bitcoin breaking below support here and here. I mean, that would very much put the nail in the coffin for the cryptocurrency market in general and put us in a position where we can start de-risking from the market and selling our assets and kind of just admitting that this is not going to happen this time, or the market structure in general will be totally changed. Now, that would have serious implications because, and we've discussed them before, the serious implications, it wouldn't just be, oh, I guess we're selling now and we'll just wait until the next bull market in 4 years. No. There's no knowing what the next bull market will look like or when it will come if that occurs. Because again, the whole prediction here, or the whole estimation we're making, is that the structural trends that happened in the last bull markets will remain, and therefore we will move up now. If we move downwards now instead, those structural trends go out the window and we can't rely on them in the future anymore. So if we are to invalidate the market structure here and go downwards, we will be invalidating further the entire cyclical structure of Bitcoin, and we will be thrown into the dark as to what will happen next. When will the next bull market be? Who knows? Will it even be a regular bull market? Who knows? What will the bear market look like? We don't know. So it's actually very important, not just for our pockets, okay? Not just for the health of our Bitcoin bags and altcoin bags that the market goes up here, but it's very important for the entire structural trend and the entire macro predictability of the cryptocurrency market in general that we go upwards here. Because going downwards here will invalidate quite a lot of that and leave us in the dark as to what will happen next. And we'll be relying most likely in that scenario on macroeconomic data, which is it's a game you can play, but it's not the funnest game to play. That's the reality, especially considering the abnormal activities of the Fed since COVID. Okay, it's not exactly the most reliable form of analysis anymore. But yeah, hope that clears up the altcoin market to you guys. Again, just recapping, it's looking good right now in the macro. We should be more or less bottomed out here. We should be more or less moving upwards from this vague price region. Can we move downwards a little bit more? Yeah, sure. We do have invalidation zones very precisely pointed out on Bitcoin and on the total 3 cryptocurrency market cap chart. So that if this does not go well, if it does not go to plan, it does go down, at least we have those safety switches to flick and get out while we can, okay, before we lose too much. So I think we're in a pretty decent position for the fact that we have a pretty secure invalidation point and also a pretty secure probability or pretty decent probability of actually just remaining in the upwards trend. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Before we end the video though, go ahead and check out the exchanges. We've got 3 exchanges on this YouTube channel: Bitunix, BingX, and BitGet, okay? You can take your pick down below. They all fit different niches, all fit different global restrictions, etc. They all have my referral link down below that you can sign up with. It takes 30 seconds to sign up, and you'll get a 15% trading fee discount for life, exclusively with my referral link down below. So check that out if you're interested. Get on a good exchange, get that discount with that link, and help out yourself, again, by getting on a good exchange with low fees that is relatively safe, okay? Crypto Academy, become a trader 10-unit course, teaching you everything you need to know about trading within this 10-unit course. You can read up about the course on the website. We've got a bull market sale right now, which means for a limited time, you can get a discounted price. Check that out if you want to learn how to trade. And then finally, the VIP group on Telegram. We trade altcoins 4 to 5 times a week on the VIP group. We've got a 77.51% win rate over the course of 18 months of trading results. So very good win rate, very helpful trading signals, and also access to a group chat when you join that group, which is very useful as well, discussing the market with other members 24/7. Guys, Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.